Hey guys, I'm back. I'm making another video. Kind of took a small little break for Thanksgiving, spent some time with family. Sorry I haven't dropped a video, but I was also waiting on some parts coming in. I got quite a bit that is gonna move us forward in the turbo build. So there's not really much left outside of building the transmission and some fueling components, and we should be ready to swap. What I'm working on right now is just pulling off this front bumper. As you can see, I got a new crash bar. So I wanted to compare the weights between the OEM crash bar and DC5 Creations crash bar. This one does have the tabs. As you can see, I did get quite a few parts, but I got the intercooler, and the intercooler is supposed to mount up to this guy, so it has the tabs for that. I won't be actually mounting the intercooler just yet. I plan on just doing the crash bar to save myself a little bit of time, and it's something that I can do right now. I did get intercooler piping. I got an AC tuck kit as well, so you can get rid of this hard line going over the top of the engine bay, which is nice. I still need to get the power steering tuck kit as well. It'll be a nicer looking engine bay. Now, I'm not going for a show car engine bay, you guys know this, but just something like this is an eyesore, and I'd rather have it out of the way. So I did pick up an AC tuck kit. You can see I already started throwing some AN lines on here. I did get the heater core tuck kit as well, so I do need to actually make the AN lines for that guy, because I do want to route it in with the Pulsar Turbo. These guys are water cooled, so that is an option that I want to take advantage of. If it has the provisions for it, why not use it? So I plan on kind of running it in with my heater core. And then, yeah, this is for the catch can, so these AN lines are ran for that. I have the catch can back inside, also DC5 Creations, and it'll actually go, it's the version 1, and it'll go back behind this cowl here. So I'll have to make holes in there for it and stuff like that. Still have not figured out what I'm gonna do with the harness or the ECU just yet, but like I said, we'll get to that. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and get the crash bar on. Like I said, it's the only thing that I can put on. I obviously, it's not ready to be turbo just yet. Swap is not ready to go in just yet, but we are this close. So close. Like I said, all that we have left is really fueling. I already got my fuel rail set up. I did get a fueling kit as well as a return kit as well, so that's part of what's in here. I do need to get some spacers here though, some different hardware. So I'm looking at a few different options. I know that some guys said that I can just double up on the spacers, run some hardware, and it should be fine, but we'll see what I'm gonna do with this. Picked up some 1500cc injectors. These guys are Hunter tuned. They are just generic eBay 1500cc injectors, although he does put in the work to actually make sure they are flow tested and matched. So I'm hoping that these guys are good. If not, and it's not the end of the world. If I need to change my injectors, I will. I just wanted to see if this was a good budget option. You know, if I could recommend this to people, great. If it ends up not working out, that is totally fine. We could definitely go another route as well. That's not the end of the world. But like I said, for now, we're just gonna get the crash bar mounted up. So started taking off the front bumper. Now I need to get all the tabs off. I don't know what I did with the tool, but if you guys don't have one of these, this is for the tabs. This thing makes it so much easier to pull these tabs out. Let's see if I can get a good grip on it. There you go. You can see I kind of pulled it up. And now that it's pulled up, it'll basically just pull right out. So you can get one of these tools. Definitely will make your life a lot better when pulling all these tabs. So I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bumper pulled off, and then we can start taking a look at it for this guy. So see you guys in a second. Another thing I forgot to mention as well, these RSXs are known for having a pretty big gap here on the headlight. Supposedly, I don't know how, but supposedly this is supposed to help fix that. So, all right, so I got the clips out. Now what happens is tips kind of break off on these guys too. So I highly recommend, I have a box full of a bunch of extras. You can buy like 100 of these guys for like 15 bucks. So pick up some extra ones. They break all the time. It's better to just replace them. So yeah, that's my recommendation as well. Boom, just like that, we got the heck? Dude, Oh man, this is why I am so sick of Colorado. The trash you run into on the highway. Ridiculous. Got the bumper off. Looks like there is a few spots that this is mounted. Looks like there's a couple up top here, which may be a little bit tight to get to, but shouldn't be a problem. I have some wrenches that'll reach there. And same thing on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this pulled off. Scale, I'm gonna go grab my scale so I can get the weight of this guy compared to the new one as well. All right, I got the crash bar off. I'm gonna recommend anything. Dude, just take the headlight off. It's so much easier rather than what I was doing initially. Wrench and just beat those guys off. Pause. Jesus Christ. All right, I took the crash bar off. Sitting right there. Wanted to compare the weight. All right, let's go ahead and see the OEM. See, it's a 155. I know, I'm a pretty skinny dude. Starving Marvin out here with these grocery prices. So 155.2 versus 151.2. So about a 4-pound decrease, which is pretty good. Let's say for a crash bar. So yeah, as you can see, it has the tabs on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy mounted on. All right, we got the crash bar installed. Now I know I said I wasn't gonna install the intercooler, but man, you gotta see what it looks like with it on at least, dude. Very hyped. I am gonna take it off. Like I said, I'm not gonna run this thing when it's not hooked up. It's kind of just stupid. You're asking for the fins to get messed up, so I am gonna pull it off, but man, this much closer. Really, really easy to install. There was no instructions or anything like that, but I mean, there's 2 bolts that kind of sit on the top here, one that sits down below. It's mirrored on the other side. Like I said, easiest way to do it is to just take off the headlights. It's literally this guy, this bolt here, this screw, a bolt that's down this track, and a bolt that's on the side, and the whole thing will just come out. Get it up out of the way and you can get to these top ones super easily. Same thing on the other side. So, I mean, it's super sturdy. I move it and the whole car's moving. Pretty solid piece. As I said, I'm getting more and more excited as we get closer, as we get these parts. But for now, I am gonna take that off. So. All right, so I am pretty close to being done. I was able to get it kind of matched up here, but as you can see, there's a pretty nasty gap going on here. I mean, this is huge. There's some clearance issues running this crash bar. So what I think I'm gonna have to do, and it's kind of hitting like right on the front here. What I think I'm gonna have to do is kind of drill out the tabs. So there's like kind of these slots that you can kind of move the bash bar like back and forth this way, but not forwards and backwards. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to drill out those to give me an extra little bit of room so I can push the crash bar more inwards. And that will allow me to kind of keep the front bumper without having these crazy gaps here. It does look like that it is gonna lift up the gap on the headlight, which is great. But yeah, I mean, this is just not gonna fly. So I'll have to kind of pull this back apart, see if I can clearance that out, and I'll give you guys an update. All right, and I got the bumper back on. As you can see, the fitment is pretty good for the most part. You can only really tell around the headlights. This is a little off for me, for my liking. So what I plan on doing is probably taking this bumper back off when I go to swap the motor and just modifying those tabs that are on the crash bar so that way I can push it slightly back. It won't need very, very much, but just that small amount will allow the bumper to sit properly. So keep that in mind if you are gonna go with this crash bar, that you may have some fitment issues with your current bumper. I did have to delete this piece in here as it was interfering with the tabs as well. And I do know that you have to modify this when you put in the intercooler as well. So I plan on running a different bumper down the line, but it will be OEM once this gets turboed, but something to keep in mind. I do have a lot of parts. As I said, we're getting very, very close to having the swap ready and getting this guy turboed. There's really only a few components that I need left. Again, it's fueling components, ECU, a wastegate, and a few other little goodies, and that's that. And then a Type S ported oil pump as well. Once that's done, I can redo all the timing, all that stuff, and she'll be ready to go in, guys. So wanted to give you, again, another update on this. I know that I'm still pretty far away, but hopefully I can get this done within the next few months. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And again, if you guys have any questions or anything, make sure to leave it down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day, guys.